My father accused me of faking my seizures until a neurologist stepped in and exposed him instead. I was around 8 when I first knew something was wrong with me. I'd suddenly lose time, blank out mid-sentence, drop things, come back with my heart racing and no memory of the last minute. When I told my dad, he'd say, "You're just spacey. Pay attention." Paying attention never fixed it. Get more sleep. Sleep never stopped it. "Why won't you take me to a doctor?" I'd beg. "Because you're doing it for attention. There's nothing wrong with you." That was always his answer, and it left me convinced I was making it up, that my own mind was inventing these gaps. By my teens, I stopped asking. It only ended in a shouting match that drained whatever I had left. I'd sit in my room afterward while my younger brother, Devin, timed my episodes. "This isn't normal," he'd whisper. "You just froze for almost a minute." He started keeping notes in his phone. When they happened, how long, what I was doing. It became our secret ritual. "It happened 3 times today," I muttered one afternoon, making us both lunch. "Why are you always so dramatic?" Dad said, overhearing. "Because I can lose whole minutes of my life without warning and no one believes me." "Quit performing. Why can't I have a normal kid?" I stared at him. "Devin's a straight A student. He's plenty normal." Dad rolled his eyes. "Devin, the smart one. You, the liar." I turned and went to Devin, who had tears running down his face, and hugged him. "You're brilliant. Don't ever let him tell you different." He squeezed my hand. "You're not lying. I believe you." Something clicked in me. "Watch the hallway," I told him, and I finally called a neurologist myself. It helped that I was 17 and could book my own appointment without a parent. It was set for that Friday. Devin just nodded. Good. Friday came and I still felt like a fraud about to waste a doctor's time. I drove there with my hands shaking, my dad's voice looping. "You're faking it." I took a breath and pushed through the door. The neurologist read Devin's log, which I'd brought. "You've been having these episodes since you were 8? "Yes, almost every day." "And no one ever had you evaluated?" I swallowed. My dad said I was faking. A tear slipped out before I could stop it. "You're not faking anything," she said gently. "What you're describing is textbook." I'd have flagged it in an 8-year-old immediately. She ordered an EEG and a scan. "Thank you for advocating for yourself." The EEG was easy. The scan was long and claustrophobic. Afterward, I sat back in the waiting room, and that's when I heard my father. "Where is my attention-seeking kid?" I started shaking. "Sir, you can't go back there," the receptionist said. "Too late." The door banged open and there was his red face. I flinched. "Why are you wasting this doctor's time?" "I'm not," I said softly. "You're a liar," he snapped, right as the neurologist stepped in. "She is not faking," the doctor said, her voice cold. My head snapped up. "She has a seizure disorder. The pattern is unmistakable and it should have been caught nearly a decade ago. Untreated this long, she's at real risk. So if we're assigning blame, it's to the parent who ignored a child having documented seizures for 9 years." My father's mouth fell open. I looked between them. "You knew," I said. "You watched it happen and told me I was making it up." "Of course I didn't," he stammered. The neurologist shook her head. "You're lying, and I'm a mandated reporter." He looked at us, then turned and walked out fast. She sat beside me. "We'll start medication right away. I won't pretend this is nothing. It's something you'll manage for life, but it's manageable. Most people with your condition live completely full lives once they're treated. You did the hard part already by getting yourself here." I just nodded, crying, but from relief this time. 9 years of thinking I was crazy, and it took one honest doctor an hour to tell me I wasn't. The report she filed brought CPS in. It came out that my dad had known. A pediatrician had raised concerns years earlier, and he'd never followed up, because a diagnosis meant appointments and admitting his kid needed help he didn't want to give. I moved out the week I turned 18. It took months, but I got emergency guardianship of Devin so he wouldn't be left there alone. My seizures are controlled now. I haven't lost time in months, and Devin still keeps notes in his phone, except now they're just reminders about my medication, which he checks every single night without being asked. He believed me when no one else would. I'll spend the rest of my life making sure he never has to fight to be believed about anything.